they're not going to never tell you what the secret is. You got to remember that. You can read the whole book 1,000 times and they're not going to never tell you what the secret is. So I'll tell you what the secret is. The secret, right? Your purity of heart and your clarity of thought connecting. In order to produce something physically, you have to have that purity of thought and that sincerity of heart. When you match them two, and it's almost like saying be. When you visualize it and you say be, and you have to do like a physical expression to bring it from the psychological or the mental realm into the physical. And that's what they use. The ritual is just to anchor the idea, concept, and energy into the physical three-dimensional world. That's the holy purpose of the ritual. It's the only purpose of praying. It's the only purpose of meditating, is to take what's going on in the spiritual mental matrix and bringing it into the physical three-dimensional reality. And so when you see them doing all of their Masonic rituals or satanic rituals or your masses or your church ceremonies, all they doing is taking what's going on in the mental and the physical matrix and trying to convert it into real time. That's what they call manifestation. The secret not gonna never give you the secret because they got another book to write, some more money to make. So they're not gonna never give you the secret. They're gonna hint and tell you how the secret worked. They're gonna tell you how they discovered the secret. They're gonna talk so greatly about the secret, but they ain't gonna tell you what the secret is clarity of thought, purity of intent, physical expression of the representation. Now, you can do that, and women, y'all need this. I mentioned this in the Way of the Woman, because my mama said women should always have enough time to take a hot Epsom salt bath. What she was saying is ritual bath, because she was telling me about the different oils and how they put the oils in there to ward off this negative force or that negative force. But she's talking about ritual baths. I love this book because it got so many different ritual baths that do so many different things. And so once you get out of that bath, you're going to automatically know why. So you first one you take, even if you're a man, you're going to know why. Ooh, that was the truth. But them ritual baths move your energy and the way that you want it moved. And now we have to go to the sound, because now you want to bring a physical representation in optically so you can see it. And then you want to be able to speak it into existence. Now, they have a practice technique in India called the mantras. And for the divine feminine, you got to be brave, or don't mess. If you got any fear in you, this is the wrong book for you. But it's a beginner's book, but you have to be past your fear, which is a process. This book is powerful, and I'm specifically putting this up for a couple of people like Jillian and Keita and Portia, and y'all understand that power of the Kali mantra magic, because Kali is the hostile side of the mother Isis. It's when she done everything by the code of righteousness and these devils still won't listen, and then she has to become Kali and tear it up. Now
1052, that's 17 on the Q flip, and that's a Q9 for those who in the dark. That's a Queen's flip. So before I get into this, go on here and send out some invites in case, give us a chance to get in the flow of things, you know. Warm up a little bit, stretch a little bit, give y'all a chance to say your hellos and what's up families to the families in the comments and all of them type of things there. We were going to a couple days ago, I done a video explaining the cyber parade or the social media parade for Larry Hoover on the 22nd. And so, hopefully we can tag some people in here that'll get a chance to see this that we need tagged. And then we'll be able to spread this thing in the next couple of weeks, because I'm going to be explaining some things, not exactly, but a lot of what I did in the other video. But we're going to start this one with God as a woman. We call her Big Mama. We're going to show you what the Egyptian depiction for Big Mama in the stellar relief, the paintings on the ceiling. And I'm going to a couple other things as this go on, but I'm going to try not to keep it too long. So I really want y'all to get the gist of the understanding of when I be talking about Big Mama and where I'm getting my instructions from, it'll make sense to y'all. Alright, so that's all the people I'm allowed to invite. So when we talk about Big Mama and we say God is a woman, prime creator, because the prime creative energy in the universe is a energy called Shakti. Shakti in the physical form is what you call divine feminine, fire feminine energy, which is pure passion, which is pure unrestricted love. So we start off in the stars. God is a woman, right? So then I go to the next one, and we familiar with the Zodiac, Scorpio, Leo, all that, but we ain't familiar with that as we is with this. This is the original. This is the one of the oldest zodiacs written. Now, when you understand that each one of us come from a accumulation of stardust that come from one of these star systems, right? That's the people that's organic to the earth, and they form from all these different energies that's coming in. Now, when we look up close, I'm gonna blow this up so y'all can see. You'll see this image right here of Big Mama depicted as, you see, with the butcher knife in her hand, but some say it's a leg of lamb, but that's if you're watching Misery. But she represents, see that triangle in the center of the zodiac. So when you see the all-seeing eye and it's upside down to this, that's our as below. This is the as above version, and this is who's in the all-seeing eye. We call her Tawaret for short, because her name long as hell. They called her Ta'ert, Tawaret, and a few other names. We just call her Big Mama in our endearing fashion for the prime creator. And she sits in the middle of all of the energies that make up what we call the zodiacal wheel, or the great wheel in the sky. This wheel in the sky is broke up into 4 sections, right? These 4 sections in the sky is not called north, south, east, and west, right? We call that's from looking at it on the ground. So you have to use these with star maps. It's a different system, but this is the up. And from here, we get our instructions on high, is what they say. Now, in this, the same place that she's sitting It's the seat, the great mother seat, right? The dark mother, the Black Madonna. Before she comes to earth and sits on a physical chair, this energy has to clear the pathways using all of these other star systems energies in people, right? So we can read from the stars which zodiac sign is responsible for what function in the human family. And what happens when you master the energies that's embodied by each of the sign. In the cartoon Avatar, they call it fire bending, earth bending, water bending, and air bending, which gives you access to the number 5, which they call it ether. Ether is 999, which represents the dark shit between here. That dark shit is called dark matter. Prima matter. It's all around. It's all through everything in here. Pitch black. That's the noon. This is the primordial waters from which creation come in the Egyptian and the ancient stories of creation around the world. But it's called the primordial waters of creation. Or simply the noon, N-U-N. When you look it up, that's what all it is. Now, modern science calls that dark matter. And dark matter up there is in the human body as a carbon 666, which is melanin, and the melanin can communicate with dark matter without your brain being involved. Big Mama uses the neuromelanin as what you call a black mirror. So when she flips a sign on these energy rays, I don't know if y'all how well y'all can see this, but like here you see a line going from Libra to Scorpio, right? That green line from Libra to Scorpio. That's Big Mama telling Scorpio to balance what? What's next? The Virgo, right? But in order to balance the Virgo, he has to first tame the lion, right? And then they said he had 1 foot on Pisces and 1 on Vesica. Pisces is Cancer. And Cancer is represented by the crab, but the symbol for it is the 6-9, which is a balance, which represents the 2 fish on the other feet, right? So now that's telling us to flip it. We flip the map and we see a different story being told. So the map tells the story in its construct by putting the Libra between Scorpio and Virgo, because in ancient times Scorpio and Virgo, this is actually a post on my page. Go to the post. This is what it looked like if you pull it up, right? So if you put Tawaret, like I got up there in the search bar, you see I search for Tawaret, then I go under my name, and then it come up so you can look at it, right? Now, ironically, the next picture after that, let the matriarchy begin, because the natural order for Earth, this don't have nothing to do with some of the people that come from other star systems. Their order is not the same as ours. The natural order is matriarchy in the human family. That's just nature. Mama told me if we're going to fix the problem, we're going to fix the problem, we're going to leave well enough alone. Everybody say they want to fix the problem, right? So I simplified it by doing everything I could do on my own without none of the rest of the clans involved. Now we got to get all of the clans that we can involved in short order. And this is what brings us to the 22222 Free Larry Hoover movement. Because this is the return of the matriarchy for the sisters that really know what's going on. This is critical for y'all to get this word, especially among the sisters, because y'all the ones carry the strongest voice in our community. Fuck what anybody else community say, because we have to use our ways. And our oral tradition is at the close of the age, we have to say with resounding agreement, produce the chief. We need to know what's going on our land. Larry is the spokesperson for all of the chiefs on the land. We are responsible to claim our own self-power back. The enemy is not going to give you a damn thing but a dog and pony show to keep you distracted from this movement. Big Mama says seize the portal. 2/22/2022. When you flip the twos, a 5, 5, 5, 50, 55. That means all turns around on the ground. So if it all turns around on the ground off the twos in the sky, that make all of those twos and them fives be sevens. Because 2 + 5 = 7. 7 is the number for completion. Right? Because if you got 2 up high and you got 5 down low. Right? So you got 2 + 5 is 7, which gives us 7, 7, 7, 70, 77, which is finished across the board. Right? Because the day, the month, and the year all say it's complete. Right? So that's off the flip if you can match the science. If I'm not losing y'all. So 777 is a jackpot. Right? Now we're coming up with 5 sevens. Right? That's 5 G's. That's 5,000. That's an Audi flip. Off those from New York know what I'm talking about when I say Audi 5000 G. Remember? For y'all who real hip-hop heads, y'all know what I'm talking about. Audi is a homonym for one that pokes out. A Audi is flipping out a navel. The navel is a remnant of an umbilical cord. The umbilical cord was connected directly to Mama. And Mama fed us through the umbilical cord until they put us in this world and told us we had to learn how to feed ourselves. Here, let somebody misteach you and see if you can't figure out how to fix it. So they mistaught us, miseducated us, lied to us, deceived us. They murdered our leadership at every turn. They undermined every potential chief could rise up against them. They killed Chief Littlehorn, a.k.a. Emmett Till. They murdered his father, Chief Bighorn. They murdered us all. But guess what? We back. We back for every fucking thing they owe. It's up to y'all now to get the word out. We gotta break the algorithm of the AI with the Free Larry Hoover cyber bombardment on the 22nd. Y'all can start ramping it up now. If you go to my page on Facebook, you can screenshot these. I'm going to end up screenshotting them and posting them on Instagram too. I was hoping somebody did it before I did, but they didn't. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm going to go over. These is what the banners that I started making look like, just so y'all could get a understanding. Right? So this is how we doing it. Hashtag Free Larry Hoover. Right? By the way, if anybody can think about it, can y'all tag Lil Larry? Because I forgot to tell him I was going live on this topic. So somebody could at Larry Hoover Hoover Jr. in here, I would appreciate it. Okay, so this one right here say cross-reference Free Larry Hoover by paying your favorite spiritual reader. Ask what Spirit says about 2/22/2022. So what we was trying to do with that is everybody like I got my favorite psychic readers, and I would like for them to do a reading on Larry Hoover and this cyber parade and the outcome on they platform, so that the people can start getting it across different platforms what we doing. If we can get a couple of different psychics to pull the reading, and y'all be surprised at what they're going to all say the same thing. Right? I'm telling you what they cards going to say before y'all ever ask them to pull them. Some of us got spirit readers that read tea, different stuff like that.